Morning.
Good morning.
How's it going?
Good.
What's on the agenda today?
Finish up.
Did you show them what we got?
No.
Well. Oh boy. So hello everyone. As you can see, we got the Toro 60 gallon in here. I ran it for a day. I love it so far. It's somewhat comparable to that one, but a lot of big differences. Starting right off, you got lower profile tanks. This is a 60 gallon unit. The tanks, they are lower to the ground. As you can see, they kind of go all the way down here now, whereas over there, they're a lot higher up at where the bottom of the tank is. They're kind of they look sleeker. They look incredible. 24-inch tires now, a lot bigger tires in the back. I noticed these things are holding hills perfectly. Not a lot of grass tear up either, so big benefit on the bigger tires there. Coming up to the front booms, you got plastic foldable or bi-breakable, whatever you want to call it, booms. So they break away both ways if you hit something. So that's pretty sweet. Now with us having power booms where we hit a button and they come out, that's not going to be very beneficial for us because our power booms really only go one way and they break away. They're spring release, so if you hit something while driving forward, they'll break away and go right back out. But if you hit something backwards, they don't have any give to them. So yeah, like the boom. All right, coming down to the spinner, we got a little different side deflector now, kind of plastic, and it's more, kind of has a little angle to it. So you kind of, when you don't want to spread product to one side, it kind of probably slings it out and comes out this way, spreads it all to the right. Other than that, you got a regular, the same old spinner. There's actually an electric motor in the hopper now. So the hopper is actually a little bit differently shaped too. Can fit 250 pounds now instead of 230. Instead of it being kind of more like a rectangle, it's more oblong or square or whatever you want to call it. You got your grate, and then you got your regular stuff. You don't have your hydraulic. It's not a hydraulic spinner motor anymore. It's run off electric. So the nice thing about that is when you're cold mornings, you're spreading, like in the spring, you don't gotta wait for your machine to warm up a little bit. So you just, right away, you got full speed. This hopper also tips forward now. There's a little lever here. You hold this lever. It's kind of hard to do one hand, so I'm gonna set you down here quick. So you got that black lever, you just pull it back and then pull up on the hopper and it picks up. And then you can see it flips forward. So the nice thing about that is if you got any granular in here that you need to get rid of, what we've had to do is get, like that vacuum or a big vacuum and kind of vacuum it all out. It gets to be annoying. So having that is just beneficial to, empty the hopper quicker, as well as, you got very easy access to everything with the motor. You got an air filter here. You got your oil drain plug, your oil filter, everything. It's all very easy to get to now. Love that. They also mounted the battery up into the tank now, away from kind of like down below where it used to be. I can kind of show you on this. I think it's on this side, yep. So down here you can see that's where the battery is. You get a bunch of grass, dirt, not to mention if you hit anything with it, it gets bent. So moving that battery up, kind of more protected, it's a big benefit too. All right, coming along to this side now. You obviously still have your caster locks down here. These black rods right here. When you open your caster lock, these springs lock down and then lock your casters. So caster lock is nice to have. You also got a hose reel, 75 foot. Same as on that one, but this is in a little different location now. I like how they put it lower, whereas on my old Toro, as you can see over here, it's up higher. It's on the side of the tank at the top. So, you know, when you're driving along and you get a tree or just, you know, anything, it can hit that hose reel and bend it or whatever. So having it kind of tucked lower and in a little more, it just seems a little bit nicer location. So another big benefit. Moving to the back now, you got two 50-pound trays. These are plastic. They seem pretty sturdy. Time will tell on how they last. I do like my metal ones just because they're built very strong. But the benefit of having plastic is they weigh less, and having less weight on the back of the machine makes it better for balancing and not being able to tip over and stuff. So I'm sure the plastic ones will do just fine. Derek Steel Green has the plastic ones. He doesn't have any gripes about them. So other than that, coming up to the platform, you got a bigger pad rest for your knees compared to over here. A lot smaller. Your knees actually don't even get saved by that. So bigger pad's nice. As well as, still very simple controls. You got your spray switch. This is your spinner speed, and all your other stuff that we'll get into. They've also moved the fuel tank behind the pad now. It's a little bit lower to the ground too. I feel like it's an easier fill up too because you're right here. It's down lower. You don't have to pick a gas can up all the way. Other than that, you also got all your tank suctions and returns right here. They're all protected. The nice thing about it all being right there is if you come over here, you could see you got your pump up here, these up here, hoses, your fuel tanks up here, everything's high. This stuff is, susceptible to tree branches, anything hitting it, catching it, wires, all that. So having that all down here, you got the pump down here, as you can see too. I mean, it's all protected. Very nice spot for it all, tidy. You don't have all that extra stuff on the tanks, so like how that's placed. So now just to go over a little bit more of the operator's platform. Right away, like I said, you got your spinner, your speed, your spray button. You got your pressure gauge, a little bit different spot, choke and throttle, your pressure gate or dial, you change your pressure. You got all these for your sprayed boom sections. They are a little bit different now. Instead of being down to spray, they're up to spray, and they're just a little bit, heavier duty. They're not so loose. And then this one, you got your wand sprayers. So that would be your wand sprayer spraying, and that would shut off flow to your wand or your hose. You got your spread left and right on a dial, as well as your hopper opening and close, and then your shield too. So I believe it's all on linkages now, or like rods, as you can see, like this. It's all on a rod compared to used to be cables. I don't like cables. They stretch, they break. So being on linkages, I like that. The really nice thing I like too is you got your hopper gate setting here now, as opposed to where it was on this Toro over here. You got it right here. I don't like this because, for one, it's hard to see exactly where it is, what setting you're at. And what we've had happen a lot is you're spreading, you get a little clump, then it starts spreading less because it's clogged. So what we'd have to do is turn the spinner off, open the gate, jam a screwdriver up there, break up that piece, and then keep going. Whereas this, you could be spraying, you notice a little clump. All you gotta do is turn that up quick, open the gate more, it should let go of that clump, and then you can go right back to the setting you're at. And as you can see, the setting chart is just a lot easier to see. So, love that design change too. The brake on this thing is a lot better and more thought out. It's not a tire brake anymore, I don't believe. I don't know if it's a hydraulic locking brake or some type of, I don't know exactly how it brakes, but on this one, it's literally just a lever. This brake sucks. It never works. All it does is just barely locks your tire in. I mean, as you can see, it barely even touches. Whereas this one, I mean, you lock that brake, it's not going anywhere. So I love the design change of that. Down on the foot pad, you still got a nice operating platform. They went to a little bit different gripping now. A lot better grip. I mean, my feet don't slide around even when it's slippery. Compared to this, it's literally just holes. Your feet slide all over the place. I just don't like that. I love this new platform. So you also got a lot bigger and metal foot switch. I think that's gonna hold up in the long run a lot better than those plastic ones. And then here's your hub lock button. I think overall everything is nicely placed, very well thought out. The balance of this machine is a lot better now too, with the motor being kind of moved more towards the middle to front and everything kind of being lower to the ground. Bigger tires, just overall everything just very well thought out. We did demo that Terry spray too. I think we're probably gonna go with this, just because I'm used to kind of running the Toro. This is very familiar for me. That Terry spray is sweet for, if you got a lot of hills and you need 4-wheel drive, but overall this machine, the upgrade they've made to it over the old Toro is just incredible. So yeah, great job Toro. You guys make a killer machine. Haven't had a lot of problems with the one I've ran. I'm guessing I probably won't have a lot of problems with this one. The improvements that are made are amazing. So yeah, guys, that's kind of the overview and my honest thoughts on the new Toro. We are just demoing this one to see if we wanted it. So we'll probably end up buying this one at the end of the fall and run her brand new next year. So stay tuned to find out actually which sprayer we're for sure gonna get. More than likely it's gonna be this one, but who knows, we might surprise you. You have to stay tuned. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one. Later.